There we go. Jumping right into it. Here's what we're running. Pretty straightforward. Play tree, chop down tree. Straightforward. There's going to be some fireworks going off nearby, so you might hear some background noise. Then it might freak out my dogs quite a bit. It's tree time. Battle right off the bat.
Did I make it to that other world? Ah! Whoa! Look out! Out of the way! The forest shadow's right on my tail!
It's okay, girl. Just sit in my lap. There we go. You only weigh 100 pounds. I'm fine. Okay.
Allow me to venture a guess as to who you are, stranger.
She's heavy. She's very heavy.
You smell of blood, steel, and beasts. It's a very curious scent. How intriguing. It's not often my prey looks its predator in the eyes. You're not one to flee, are you? Not that you could get away from me.
Well, he's talking about getting away. This dog's trying to get away from my lap. Oh, she down here. She big.
An unusual scent, and a puzzling reaction on top of that. Judging from the evidence, I can conclude that you are a visitor from another world.
Wow, he came to that
Correct.
conclusion real quick.
Let me answer your question with another question. Who are you?
If I were to call myself by any name, it would be the Forest Shadow.
The Forest Shadow?
Now's not the time to concern yourself with such a trivial matter. What do you say we change the subject?
Oop, she moving. You want to say hi? Okay.
I'm afraid I have other business to attend to. I don't have time to waste.
Oh, by business, do you mean searching for your friends, perhaps?
Huh?
Don't be so surprised. You're a simple man, and I have a keen nose. Though it's nothing compared to the stone claws.
Yeah, she got a real good nose. Able to smell how many people are on the fucking planet that haven't been here before.
But since you're in such a hurry, I'll get straight to the point.
Whoa. There you go. Go hide under the bed if you're worried about fireworks. If I don't give her attention, She is going to get into a panic.
What are you doing?
I thought it might be fun to test that otherworldly strength of yours.
I prefer not to fight any meaningless battles.
If it was meaningful, it wouldn't be called a battle. Now then, let's entertain ourselves, shall we?
If it was meaningful, it wouldn't be a battle. That's an interesting outlook on life. Unknown.
Are we really doing this?
Let's
Yeah.
entertain ourselves.
Yes, we are,
shall
Varian.
we?
Yes, we are. That's curve. I think I should try to get a couple copies of Desert Pathfinder. It's okay. You should behave. My backup plan is Wales.
Shadows are known to draw unnoticed.
Just kick my door. Nope, don't go under my desk. There ain't room for you down there.
The resplendent phoenix graces you with her presence.
My dragon and I are one.
It tastes better than it looks. I'm so beautiful.
There we go. We're popping off.
This dragon is my precious baby. No snacking between meals.
Oh.
Alrighty.
I am a curse incarnate.
Ah, it was nearly done.
Is this thing immune to damage? Oh, subtract 1. Oh, that's annoying.
Be gone!
How boorish.
Got the new Rigasaki hero stuff. Too bad this is the only one that's got alternate art for a card that's actually usable. I think that's good enough. Oh boy, look at that.
行くぜ。行くぜ。
This dragon is my precious baby.
Oh, this thing again.
Ugh.
How long before the curse withers you?
It won't be long now.
Witness my cursed power. Does it gnaw at your flesh? Having fun yet? Oh.
There we go.
There's no turning back now.
Everyone is powerless. Know that.
wither and perish.
We can just wail our way to victory now.
Bow your head, fool.
Oh, that feels bad.
Oh.
Witness the fury of my curse.
That's a good draw.
Oh.
How boring.
There is no meaning in power.
1 damage to all followers, eh?
All shall freeze. I shall give birth to a new world. Such hate in one soul.
That should be lethal.
Oh. Did you enjoy our game?
There we go. We chopping down trees.
Where's that power of his coming from? Ha!
For the speed and angle of your strikes, they're surprisingly powerful. I've never seen anyone wield a spear like that before.
I should probably make some desert pathfinders.
I have a rough gauge of your skill now, though I wouldn't mind enjoying myself a little longer. Oh well, I suppose you've had enough. Now that we've had our fun, isn't it about time you were on your way? I'm sure those 3 friends of yours are eagerly awaiting your return.
3?
Oh, perhaps I was mistaken. No, I distinctly smell 3 others aside from you.
Well, Varian's gonna be caught up a little bit faster than most people are then.
Is he trying to deceive me? Or is he actually telling the truth? It's impossible to tell.
An unusual scent, and a puzzling reaction on top of that.
Considering he was able to guess my identity, that nose of his could be the real deal.
You may be a cautious man, but you make yourself far too easy to read. Confusion and disbelief are written all over your face.
Yep.
I've just never encountered anyone whose nose can tell so much about someone.
Well, you're free to doubt my abilities. I don't care either way. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must be off. Enjoy your front row seat as this world falls to ruin.
If what he said is true, only 4 of us must have come to this world. What the hell is going on? First things first, I need more information. And he doesn't seem like he'd be too keen on cooperating.
Yep.
But at this point, he's my only lead. Guess I'll follow him.
Oh, that worked out. Managarmer. Tree time. We're gonna be fighting a
Think he
lot.
went this way. Is this some sort of primitive military base? Looks like they've got a couple of guards keeping watch.
You've got good instincts.
This is Monogamma territory. What business do you have at our hideout?
I bet those skull cowards sent you here to spy on us. Go on, admit it.
Who?
I came looking for the Forest Shadow. I mean you no harm.
Likely story. People don't just look for Lord Valdain.
Exactly. Now stop talking! You better tell us who you are and what you're really doing here.
You know what? We'll hear your story after we've smacked you around and tied you up.
You know, remember when we were first introduced to Managarmer and it was just a civil war and they were people who were good people that didn't take hostages, but didn't really have any other choice at the time. Yeah, they're really getting pegged as bad guys the further this story goes along, aren't they?
That's enough. You two are no match for this man.
Lord Valdain, we just...
If you don't want him to pierce extra holes in your heads, I suggest you both stand down.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for
Love
stepping
that sound effect.
Fancy seeing you again. I never imagined you'd follow me. You're quite the daredevil, aren't you?
I just thought you might be able to tell me about this world. I need more information if I'm going to save my companions.
A wise decision. Although I fail to see how I benefit from this exchange. But I'm in a good mood. So I'll see to it that you get answers to your questions. Follow me.
We're gonna fight the cat, aren't we?
Hey, Lord Valdain, listen to this. We got a huge fish today. Dinner's gonna be a feast.
Welcome back, Lord Valdain. Will you come watch one of our training sessions? We've all improved a lot.
I thought I told you all to pay me no heed.
They all seem to love him. Maybe his bark is bigger than his bite.
No, his bite's pretty bad.
Have either of you seen Miaskas around? I have important business with him.
The Major? I saw him over there earlier.
I see. Come this way.
After you.
He must be around here somewhere.
Miaskas!
Yep.
Sounds like we found him.
You know you can always count on me to come when I'm called, Lord Valdain.
This is still hands down the best character in this story mode right here. Although, I don't know, Roly Poly Mark 1 will always hold a special place in my heart.
Greetings, Major. Our new recruit here has some questions for you.
A new recruit, you don't say.
No offense, but I don't want my questions answered by a cat, Valdain. And what do you mean, new recruit?
Information is information, whether it comes from me or your new superior officer. Just be thankful someone is willing to answer your questions. Your silence speaks louder than words. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Silence that speaks louder than words. That's a fun sentence.
Not the friendliest commander I've met.
Okay, Greenpaw. Ready to get the yarn rolling?
Sure. Thanks for taking the time to speak with me.
Don't you worry. The old Major's got your back. Why don't you start by telling me your name?
The name's Rowan Dragspear, and you're Meowskers, correct?
In the fur. All right, Greenpaw. I'm ready for your questions. Lay 'em on me.
That's a bear.
As the Major of Managarmr, I'm privy to all sorts of information. I can even tell you a superb place to find musk fruit.
Meowskers, look out!
Huh?
Something's not right with this beast.
That's because this bear's got the blight. It's been tainted by Viridia Magna.
The blight.
There we go. Blight Bear. Think it's a 2-2 for 2, or is it a 3-3 for 2?
You know what?
For the
Save the
downside.
explanation for later. Stay behind me.
Okay, so we're not fighting Meowskers. Spooky.
Fight now, talk later.
Fight now, talk later. Well, that's certainly a curve. I want to keep the whirlwind. Ugh.
I'm hungry.
There we go. That's the card I needed to draw. so that we can ramp next turn. Confection the turn after.
Absolutely famished.
Shamu and Shauna Noblekin.
Oh, you look tasty.
Oh, they just reprinted them in the new set. So they're from this originally? Okay, that makes sense. That's one tree down. Ooh, and the Dragon Oracle for more ramp.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Okay, so we're gonna play one of these.
Better than it looks.
Be gone.
Okay, which creature do we
Trying
want to
bring out
trade
the
with?
Natural flavors.
Destroy the enemy follower if its attack is 1.
No snacking between meals. No, bad. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
That's not good.
The hunger's killing me.
And we're taking a lot of damage.
Nearly done.
So let's get ready to heal up.
Is that a human?
It won't be long now.
I'm done sticking my head in the clouds. I told you to leave.
Alrighty.
Behold the par.
Cat Gunner.
Fools. We'll teach you a lesson you won't forget.
I'm actually sad that
Why'd
that
it have
rotated
to be
out.
a clear day.
Oof.
How long before the curse withers you?
Time to say goodbye.
Witness my cursed power. Having fun yet? Doesn't gnaw at your flesh.
Alrighty. Now all we have to do is ward up and tree.
How about some feline fun?
Turning back now.
Shamu's antics.
Fools. We'll teach you a lesson you won't forget.
That's a lot of damage.
They're disgusting. Give them the bad ending.
Give him the bad ending. Duke and Dame. It's a lot of damage, so I guess I have to wail.
We lost? We what?
Take this.
Ooh, that was scary. We almost could have taken a lot of damage there. That could have been the end. Hmm. You're a dead card. And I think we lose. Unfortunate.
Bad.
Why is this bear so powerful?
Why is this bear so powerful? Well, we attempt one more. I wish I had more ward in the deck, or I wish I would draw my resplendent
Fight now, talk later.
phoenixes like earlier in the game when I can evolve them. Having this in my opening hand is probably the key to winning with the deck, since I only have one copy, because it means that I can tutor Valdain reliably. Hedgehog. Alright.
We'll
So
teach
we're going
you
to
a
evolve the
lesson you
Resplendent
won't
Angel
forget.
first.
The resplendent phoenix graces you with her presence.
I fucked that up. As I forgot, we're not going second, so we don't get to evolve on turn 4.
I'm hungry.
Sometimes I feel like this game is better if you go second,
Give him the bad
because if you're just not playing aggro, it's always better to go second.
How long before the curse withers you?
Be gone.
Witness my cursed power. Having fun yet? Does it gnaw at your flesh?
Okay. We have a clock, but is it fast? Of course they have Storm.
One day I'll be a big cat.
One day I'll be a big
The hunger's killing me. Ugh.
There's no
guy. And we're
turning back.
dead. And again, because I misplayed, we don't get to have the Phoenix for healing.
Lost? Wait, what?
At least we have some ward for backup next turn. And we're dead.
Let the punishment begin!
Just have 8 damage.
Why is this bear so powerful?
Man, I would have been better off just healing and playing the Ramiel. Then I would have lived with 1. Gotta love comboing off when it doesn't happen until like too little too late. It just goes way too wide and getting
Fight now, talk
too much
later.
aggro. Okay, that's a combo. Turn 2 Dragon Oracle. Turn 3 whirlwind, or
One
turn
day
3
I'll
speed
be a
whirlwind.
big cat.
Okay, we need to just ramp insanely quickly. Alright. Next turn we Oracle and Velociraptor.
One day I'll be a big cat.
Maybe we Whale. Let's Whale, let's play it safe. That way our Velociraptors give us 2.
Meow. There, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Okay, now they get to trade their type. Oh no, it's not gonna trade. It's annoying. And the hedgehog is annoying.
Witness the fury of my curse.
I'm annoyed. Gotta waste one of these. Because I misplayed again. Assuming I wouldn't draw a 1-mana whale.
I'm a classy woman.
White cat
I can
sage.
act like a babe.
Is that a human?
Let's start drawing.
It won't be long now.
Just in case something stupid happens.
Absolutely famished. Oh, you look tasty.
Okay.
How about some feline fun? Don't even bother running. It's useless to try.
Well, there goes our defense.
Let the clouds roll in.
How long before the curse withers you?
Okay.
Fools. We'll teach you a lesson you won't forget.
That's what I wanted to see.
Does it gnaw at your flesh? Having fun yet?
6. Do we live? Or do they have another 7/7 to play? With Rush. Looks like we're going to live to win.
There's no turning back now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, drawing all the ward when we need to.
Is that a human?
Thud. Kill tree in the early game. Stall with ward in the late game.
That takes care of that.
It's basically how my old whale deck worked. Only now with Valdain it has a reliable way to get that tick clock going.
Phew.
Holy fish on a stick. You sure don't fight like any green paw I've ever seen.
Did you say that beast was blighted? What exactly does that mean?
You mean you don't know? It's all Varian Magna's doing.
What's that?
Well, she's only the very being who first breathed the life into Natera. But now that she's gone berserk, she's contaminating everything. Forests, animals, spirits, you name it.
Yep.
Well, you're free to doubt my ability.
So this Varian Magna thing, it's going to be responsible for the destruction of this world. In that case, it's pretty clear what needs to be done.
Sure is. We have no choice but to take her down. That's Managarmer's main objective. Otherwise, we're all done for.
I am Tetra, and my world is in danger of total annihilation.
Oh, he does remember
A
her.
fearsome tyrant named Baphomet threatens us with the unthinkable.
I don't think I'm in the right world.
Let me ask you something else. Do you know anyone by the name of Baphomet?
Oh wow, he's actually going to ask that question. He's the only person who remembered Baphomet.
Huh? Ball for meat. Sorry, that name doesn't cat my nip at all.
Not the answer I expected.
Now that we've had our fun, isn't it about time you were on your way? I'm sure those 3 friends of yours are eagerly awaiting your return.
3?
Oh, perhaps I was mistaken. No, I distinctly smell 3 others aside from you.
I'm starting to get the feeling that this isn't Tetra's world.
Starting to? Well, at least you're figuring it out faster than Tweedledee and Tweedle Erica.
We must prevail over Varian Magna. But those skull numbskulls are a bunch of starry-eyed scaredy mice. At this rate, it'll be the same thing all over again.
What do you mean the same thing? Did something like this happen in the past?
Don't you know anything? Of course it did. You need to brush up on your history, my furless friend.
My furless friend.
I'll take you to some ruins later where you can do just that. Most people can't decipher them, but this slate makes it as easy as swatting fish in a barrel. See? It's the slate right here. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me!
Please tell me the slate is a cell phone.
What's wrong?
It's gone! The slate's gone! I must have dropped it when I was hightailing it through the forest earlier. Oh no, 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 this is bad! We can't decipher the ruins without it! Maybe that heiress last found it. I wonder if she'll return it to us.
Eris? Did you just say Eris?
Yes, why? Is she a friend of yours?
Yes. Do you know where she is now?
I don't know where she is exactly, but my guess is she's probably with Skull. She should be safe at least.
But isn't Skull your enemy? Are you sure she'll be all right?
Those Skull soft claws won't do anything violent. In fact, they won't do anything at all. Those crazies think they can talk to Varian Magna for Whisker's sake.
Okay, so he's going to figure out that this is a Civil War thing.
The end of the world is coming, yet the people are completely divided. Sounds like this place has its fair share of problems.
Excuse me, Major Meowsker, sir.
Who is
I
that?
want to deliver a report.
Well, look who the cat dragged in, if it isn't Gina. What's the captain of the assault squad doing out here?
Well,
I received a strange report from our scouting party. I wanted to make sure you were aware of the situation.
is that Jeremy Lee? I want to say it is, but I can't tell.
According to their report, a pair of unfamiliar young women were spotted in the forest. One wields a bow, while the other wields a blade. It seems they're both members of Skull.
Huh? A bow and a blade? That must be Arisa and Erica. I guess everyone sided with Skull.
Oops.
Oh, kitty whiskers. That Arisa lass is a member of Skull? She's a sharper shot than I've ever seen. Can't say I'm thrilled about having her as an enemy. Oh, well, thanks for the update.
Yeah, whatever you say, Major Fluffy Butt.
That's what I'm here for. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I need to go prepare for battle.
Keep your wits to the wind, here? Let me guess. Those strangers with the bow and blade. They pals of yours too?
Most likely.
Don't worry. Even if we end up fighting them, we won't take their lives. But I'm not so sure they'll extend the same kindness to us. I mean, they're your friends, and you're pretty strong.
True. Those two won't go down without a fight.
Now I'm the one with my whiskers in a twist. I hope everything turns out all right. Well, anyway, I guess that about covers it. Look sharp, Greenpaw. We better go receive our next orders from Lord Valdain.
Well, that was interesting. Well, Varian is pretty much up to speed. We're only on chapter 2 and he's been fully brought up to speed. Which is nice to know. Burning Dreams. And we finally got our first mention of Eris.
Around here. Very.
Were you able to get the information you needed, Rowan?
Yes. The Major taught me a lot about your world.
Splendid. All right, Meowskis, you're dismissed.
Permission to stay, my lord.
Permission denied. You're dismissed.
You're dismissed.
Fine.
Now it's my turn to ask the questions. What is our otherworldly visitor's impression of Natera so far?
The situation seems pretty dire. Even though the world is facing destruction, why do Managarmr and Skull refuse to cooperate?
That is a good
I feel
question.
it's a necessary one.
Necessary? There's no such thing. War is an inevitable part of life, sure, but whether you fight or not shouldn't be based on mere whim.
You've given this quite a lot of thought, haven't you? How do you manage to enjoy your life when you're so busy brooding?
You don't. That's the short answer.
I don't have the luxury of enjoying life right now.
Was there ever a time you did?
Before I was cursed? Yes.
Yes. When I was with my family. They were my one and only happiness.
What a load of nonsense.
You must have a family of your own.
He did. He kind of ruined that.
Touchy subject, I guess. At least you've lived your life in this breathtaking forest.
A shame, then, that it will all vanish when Viridia Magna's blight consumes it. My elder brother is the one who first showed me this spot.
This is where the healing fountains are, right?
Oh?
Sippy cup.
He always did have a gift for locating beautiful places. It was as if they called to him, begging him to venture into the wilds. Not wanting to be outdone, I set off to discover its bounty on my own. I returned, however, with only serious injuries to show for my efforts. You couldn't possibly understand how unbearable it was to watch my perfect brother bask in the blessings of the forest.
Ah, so you're just a jealous asshole.
I can tell you really admire him. Or, well, you did in the past, at least.
Tell me, Rowan, Do you dream when you close your eyes?
Sometimes.
There was a time when I used to, but not anymore.
We have that in common. Although when I was a child,
sad music.
I often had a particular dream. It always started with me standing on the surface of a lake. Suddenly, the lake would begin to reflect the sunlight so brightly that I couldn't open my eyes. The sheer heat would scorch my skin.
It's a very specific dream.
My body burned, crumbled, and turned to dust, until eventually I was no more. All that remained was the sun shining down on a glistening, solitary pool of blue.
I have a reoccurring dream where my real life is a sitcom and I'm constantly breaking the fourth wall. This has been fun talking about dreams. Can we move on with the plot now?
But that was in the past. Now I dream no more.
Ooh, you're one of those people.
That's unfortunate.
I have finally gathered what makes you so peculiar. You and I bear the same scent.
My nose isn't as good as yours, so I'll just have to take your word for it.
Ha!
Let me ask the next question. Have you ever heard of anyone named Tetra or Belphomet?
I'm afraid not. Friends of yours?
I'm afraid not.
Not exactly.
What a strange question to ask, then. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say you're lost.
Correct.
That seems to be the case. Natera isn't where I was supposed to end up.
Fate really dealt you a poor hand, didn't it? Of all the worlds, you turned up in one on the brink of destruction.
I was supposed to be in a different one on the brink of destruction.
That's not a problem. There's no threat so great that you shouldn't stand and face it.
There you go, brooding over those tired concepts again. Well then.
Yes, Lord Valdain. You called, sir.
Assign this man, Rowan, to the suppression squad. He's strong. You can expect great things from this one.
Well, figures army man gets recruited into an army. Surprising no one.
Understood, sir.
What's the meaning of this?
What did it sound like? After knowledge comes application. You need to go out and experience this world firsthand. One must never be complacent, after all. Or were you not going to stand against the destruction that threatens Natera?
Yes, sir. All right, Rowan, follow me.
Till we meet again, Valdain.
He's probably going to be spending his time fighting the
Stay
Blight,
well.
though, on the front lines.
You think you're going to save Natera? I admire your enthusiasm, Rowan, but I'm afraid there's nothing you can do. Natera's savior was decided long ago, and he will be revealed when Viridia Magna begins to sing.
Interesting. The plot thickens. Sarge. Tree time. Let's chop down some trees.
All right, this is the place.
What exactly are we supposed to do here?
Why, we're going on patrol, of course. You're in the suppression squad now. It's our duty to put all those blighted creatures out of their misery and bring peace back to the forest.
Sounds straightforward, and that's kind of what I predicted.
Got it. So, what's the strategy?
Strategy? Well, we'll circle the hideout and deal with any trouble we run into. That's about it.
Not the most tactically effective plan I've ever heard. Where's the squad captain?
Captain? Well, I'm the one who patrols the perimeter, so I guess you're looking at him.
This does not inspire confidence.
Let me see a map of the area.
Sure. Here you go.
Assuming this is our current location, let's start by heading east down the road towards this big tree. We'll secure everything up to the reservoir. Blighted or not, beasts are still beasts. I'm sure their behavior is basically the same. In which case, we should probably steer clear of areas with thick underbrush. So, here. I think this would be the optimal route.
Again, I wish I was looking at this map.
Whoa! Listen to you go!
Oh, sorry about that. Old habit of mine.
Well, it was amazing. Did you come up with all that just now? I think I'll call you Sarge. What do you say, Sarge?
What do you say, Sarge?
I'd prefer that you didn't.
But you really know your stuff. I'm gonna call you Sarge anyway.
I'm gonna call you Sarge anyway. Great, we have a nickname.
Come on, let's get moving, Sarge. Bring it on, all you blighted beasts and skull jerks out there. We're not afraid of you.
Don't get too carried away.
Don't worry, this area's not that.
Bear. Whoa, that is something.
Ugh.
That's new.
Is that thing from Asylum? No way! What's it doing all the way over here? Careful, Sarge!
You'll have to do better than that!
It's a big spirit.
Looks like this one's a lot tougher than its friends. Get behind me. I'll handle this.
Aye, Sarge!
Blighted Great Spirit.
Even are you? Well, either way, if it's a fight you want, I'm happy to oblige.
Hrelsvigr. That's a mouthful. Man, look how much of the fucking screen that guy takes.
You want. It's a fight you'll get.
Alrighty. We have a curve, and we'll actually get to use the Resplendent Phoenix the way it was designed to. This Phoenix Roost is pretty cool. Oh, even better curve. It's a little confectioner next turn. Oh, or we'll fervor. Never mind. We've got a full curve. We might actually have a fun match here.
I'll face you head on.
And Resplendent Angel for turn 4.
I'm already amped.
Hades is only so big.
The resplendent phoenix graces you with her presence.
Be gone.
Let the land be graced by beauty. It tastes better than it looks. I'm so beautiful.
Which one of you has an evolve ability? Yeah, you need to die.
You stole my thunder.
Stole my thunder. Okay.
Feast upon me. Whoa! Ah!
Ah, it was nearly done.
Alrighty. Let's,
Is that a human?
I'm a little concerned that that might get out of hand, so let's shore up the defensive
Feast
line.
upon me. The time to awaken is here.
The guy that makes a lich when he dies, right? Hell's Unleasher, yep.
Take
That's the one.
Souls of millions and arise. The time to awaken is here. Let the clouds roll in. Oh.
Alrighty.
How long before the curse withers you? Does it gnaw at your flesh?
Oops, probably should have evolved and done that.
It won't be long now.
Witness my cursed power. Having fun yet? Having fun yet?
I'll live again.
Alrighty. Now we just draw to
A mere
infinity
whisper,
and
a
beyond.
wicked curse.
That's a big boy.
There's no turning back now.
Owie.
Witness the fury of
I'll
my
live
curse.
again.
Let's
to
just
say
smash
goodbye.
face. Start filling the deck with whales.
The curse finally dies.
We pretty much have a clock going.
Curses upon
Unless he starts
you.
sneaking in a lot of damage through, we've got this in the bag.
I am the thunder of war incarnate.
Did you finally calm down? Oh boy. Gotta hate how fireworks keep disturbing the dogs.
It tastes better than it looks.
That's a lot of tree damage.
A mere whisper, a wicked curse.
Summon 2 zombies.
No snacking between meals.
Let's just go ham because we can. Boom. Chopping down trees.
Sorry about that. I didn't have a choice. It's gone.
It's a spirit.
Whoa, I can't believe it! You just drove off a great spirit of asylum! You're amazing, Sarge! With you around, this patrol will be a piece of cake!
It was nothing, really.
Huh? What's this shiny thing? Oh, what a weird rock! I wonder if that spirit dropped it. Well, whatever. Here you go, Sarge. You take it.
It's probably important.
Why me?
You're the one who beat it. To the victor go the spoils and all that.
Yeah, he's got a point.
What did it sound like? After knowledge comes application. You need to go out and experience this world firsthand. One must never be complacent, after all.
I still don't know what he's scheming, but I guess there's a chance this thing could end up being useful. All right, I'll take it.
Great. Then let's finish our patrol and head back to base.
Sounds good.
He's really cracked up for military work, isn't he?
Thanks, Sarge. That was a cinch with you along for the ride.
There you are. Were you out taking a stroll, you idiot? You're on meal duty today. Get your butt back to base.
Oh, stars, really? Later, Sarge. Gotta run.
See you around. Now that all that's out of the way, what's next?
Oh, I didn't even realize he's wearing it.
This slate thing is shining. Is it trying to lead me somewhere? Guess I won't solve anything by just standing here. This way, eh? Eris, it's you!
Huh.
Rowan, so you too have arrived in this world.
Thank goodness you're all right. That's a load off my mind.
Finally.
I am relieved to see that you are safe as well. You have a glowing slate, just like mine?
Oh yeah. Is it just me, or do they seem to be reacting to each other?
Yes, that seems to be the case. I was told these slates are tools for unearthing the history of this world.
You know, I don't see a reason for me to hang on to mine. Why don't you take this one too?
Are you certain?
Of course. I feel like I'll learn more by following Managarmer than playing around in some ruins anyway.
I just realized that I've never noticed that Eris is holding a book in her character sprite.
You would approach Managarmer? Are they not dangerous?
I'm not sure yet. They very well could be, but at the same time...
We have that in common. Although when I was a child, I often had a particular dream. It always started with me standing on my body burned.
There's something I have to figure out.
I understand. But you must know that Arisa and Erica seem to have sided with Skull.
And what of you?
They made it too? Well, that just gives me all the more reason to learn about their potential enemy.
Please be careful.
I will. We four are the only ones who ended up in this world, so we need to work together.
It's only the four of us?
Oh no, she hadn't been told that yet.
We were probably separated due to some sort of interference by the Keepers. I imagine the other four were sent to Tetra's world, while the four of us were sent to Natera.
What? This does not bode well.
It's not all gloom and doom. We may be split up, but the others have our favorite portal hopper with them.
Do you mean you and Gilfrey?
Yep. We don't have to worry about them knowing he's there, which means we can focus our full attention on solving things here.
Man, he is so level-headed. I'm glad that somebody is willing to do what needs to be done here. Because if not for him, honestly, I feel like this group would probably fall apart. Honestly, I expected Eris to run into this role, but it seems Varian's doing a pretty good job so far.
You're right, Rowan. I shall go and investigate the history of this world. I feel that an important clue lies in the past.
All right. Don't let this be the last time I see you.
Indeed, it won't be.
I'm glad to know she's all right. And the other two are with Skull, so I'm sure they're safe as well. In that case, I suppose it's time for me to get to work. There's still too much I don't know about this world. I'll head back to Managarmer's base for now.
And we still have nothing about that chick. That, Meows. I've already forgotten her name. What's her name? Jean? Yeah, Meowsker's introduced us to.
What's going on here?
Come on!
Her!
Fight me like you mean it! Does the little baby want to take a nap? Pathetic.
Out! Come on, Captain. Can't you go any easier on me?
Okay, so we have a captain, a major, and now we have a Sarge.
The spirits won't go easier, maggot. But fine. Let's take a quick break.
Reminds me of my own days in training.
Every last one of them. Useless. This is exactly why Skull gets away with whatever they want. Well, look what the blighted bear dragged in.
Sorry, I took the liberty of watching you run the drills.
Then I'm sorry my boys put on such a pathetic display. They don't have any fight in them at all.
I understand how you feel. It's tough trying to turn young soldiers into real warriors.
I'm starting to wonder if I'm up to the task. We still haven't succeeded in taking Balion's head, after all.
Will the world really change if he's killed?
I don't think so.
Of course. It has to. If it doesn't, well, then there's no hope left for us.
We still haven't talked a lot about the politics yet for Varian.
But enough about that. Word has it that you put on quite a show out in the forest. You even chased off a great spirit, yeah?
Only because I jumped in without knowing what it was. I'm lucky to be alive.
Don't be so modest. Oh, I just had a great idea. What if you gave these tenderfoots a little coaching? I have a feeling you might be able to get through to them.
I don't really know if I'm cut out for teaching.
Seriously, cut it with the modesty. I'm sure you'll be fine. But first, let me see if you've got what it takes.
If you insist.
Well now, don't you look relaxed. I'm planning to fight seriously here.
Mind if I add one condition? If I win, I want you to tell me more about Valdain.
You want information about the Lord Commander? Why is that?
Call it curiosity.
All right. It's a deal. But don't get ahead of yourself. You haven't won yet. I'm not a Managarmor captain for nothing.
Well, let's see if curiosity can kill this cat. Servant of Darkness. That's a big boy. So she's Dragoncraft as well.
Be too hard on me now.
I'll show you why I'm the captain.
I'm the captain now. Uh, that's not a good curve.
Let's see what you
Fingers crossed. Come on, good draw, good draw. Yeah.
Playtime is over.
Transform a Dragoncraft card in your hand into a Blazing Breath. That's an interesting card. I don't need 3 of these. That'll be good in late game.
Claws? Flames? Who needs them?
I hate this Wise Dragonoid Scholar. Okay. We'll be able to Traveler's Respite. Or no, you just play Win-Win.
Someday, we'll soar together.
Okay, we need to clear a little bit. This can't be attacked, right? Yeah, that's annoying. So let's heal. Let's advance our board presence. And we'll evolve and kill the 2/2. Unless one of these has a scary evolve effect. I'm not. 1 damage to random enemy follower. Doesn't matter.
My beautiful skin!
I know what dragons feel.
Wise Dragonoid Scholar.
Real Dragonoots are intellectuals.
Annoying.
won't be long now.
Okay, if we can live till next turn, we'll be able to Splendid Phoenix.
Aw, shucks.
I imagine only 8 damage can get through.
We're gonna really fly now.
Pathetic.
Dragon Huntress.
Not bad for a whelp.
Oh, it had Bane. Oh, and that has Storm? We died because Storm. So dumb. So dumb. We're comboing off so well. Sometimes I hate this game just because it doesn't matter how good you're doing, someone will always have a better draw than you.
Don't be too hard on me now.
I feel like I always have to go up against like the perfect draw where someone always gets exactly what they need. And it's too tough to compete with that.
Let's see what you've got.
Oh, that's what we need. Okay, we have ramp.
I know what dragons
We have to turn 5 Resplendent Phoenix, unfortunately.
It tastes better than it looks.
Let's just fill the hand. Got more ramp.
Claws, flames, who needs? Ah, it was nearly done.
I'll face you head on.
Okay, we'll play the whale next turn. So that we can stall. Or actually, we still have full life. We can Resplendent before we start going tree crazy.
The resplendent phoenix graces you with her presence.
Be gone.
Let the land be graced by beauty. I'm so beautiful.
So we'll do this, and we'll ramp. And we have enough ward for next turn. Just put two wards.
Really fly now. Claws, flames.
Let's hope that they trade here. Two creatures that can't be attacked are super annoying to deal with. Especially when I'm not playing a deck with removal. Okay, so we're gonna play this here. Play this here. I'm gonna play one of these just to draw a little deeper. And
Yeah! Is that a human?
oh my good, none of them can be attacked. Let's just evolve this.
It won't be long now.
Get rid of some of their board, please.
Right on. For justice.
I can't be bothered with small fry.
I need the world. Zelgenia, where are you?
Pathetic.
They need to trade 2 into one of these.
Dragon strike.
Finally.
Barbaric.
And they didn't attack. They want to keep their board because that goes away. might have another storm.
It tastes better than it looks.
Not good. God, Bane is annoying.
It's alright. Mama's not going anywhere. Oh, does the little baby want to take a nap?
I think we lose again.
Washing day.
Because we are out of options.
Nearly done.
Well, that's one option. Let's get rid of that. Come on, I need to dig a little deeper. That's a little deeper. And we may be saved.
Emergency landing!
Storm.
You're barbaric.
Someday, we'll soar together.
You're even stronger than I thought.
Gotta be kidding me. That's so goddamn annoying. I have to just have so much defenses up because I don't have any removal, and she's just everything she plays has storm and can't be hit.
Don't be too hard on me now.
I'll show you why I'm the captain.
That's so goddamn annoying.
Let's see what you've got.
Might as well have, like, say, have half your deck just say your opponent can't destroy this card. Oh, hi Zelgenia. You would have been appreciated last game.
I can't be bothered with small fry.
Just gonna ramp.
Claws? Flames? Who needs them?
It begins.
Yeah! Is that a human?
Playtime is over. I came to slay.
Let the clouds roll in.
It tastes better than it looks.
Okay. Next turn we will Valdain and hopefully combo out of this.
Wait, what?
Let's track down a good current.
Give +2. And it gets worse. It only gets worse.
Dragonutes are intellectuals.
Ah, it was nearly done.
Well, at least I can kill it.
I shall give birth to a new world.
You're barbaric.
Jeez.
I can't be bothered with small fry.
All's well thanks to you, Zell.
Pathetic.
Ugh.
Not bad for a whelp.
The world cycles on.
We're already back to 10.
The resplendent phoenix graces you with her presence.
It won't be long now.
We need to ramp.
Let the land be graced by beauty. I'm so beautiful.
I don't think I'm dead next turn. We can start wailing. Valdain. 5! Ooh, that would have been appreciated.
How long before the curse withers you?
Let's half that
Time
again.
to say goodbye.
Witness my cursed. Having fun yet? Does it gnaw at your flesh?
Now we just gotta start chopping trees and building
Tremble
walls,
before
I
the
guess.
ruler of the skies.
Emergency landing!
Oh, thank goodness it's finally over.
Having fun yet?
She finally ran out of steam.
We'll defend the kingdom.
Of course she has ward. So we have 8, so we just have to make 2 trees die. Chopping down trees. I think we have enough of a wall.
Having fun yet?
Mayday! Mayday!
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's just put another ward up. I don't want any sneaky storm shenanigans. Are we done? Have we won? 5!
Playtime is over.
Yeah.
I'm to slay.
Well, that took too many attempts.
I didn't stand a chance.
No, your fucking deck was bullcrap. There's 2 types of decks I hate
Now,
more than
about
anything
that
else in this
information.
game. There's the you can't attack my creature decks, and the you can't damage my creature decks. Both of those are annoying. In their own way. Because it just says, hey, my deck is, it counters 50% of all decks. If you're a heavy removal deck that uses the other type of removal, you're fine.
Had enough?
Wow. I didn't stand a chance. I could tell you were strong from the moment I met you. but I had no idea you were this strong.
You're not too bad yourself. With proper instruction, I bet you'd be a force to be reckoned with.
Get a formal instructor, huh? Never considered that before.
How are you feeling? No bruising or anything?
Don't flatter yourself. You can't be a captain around these parts without being made of pretty tough stuff.
I didn't mean to imply anything.
It's fine. So, what did you want to know about Lord Valdain?
Well, first I was wondering... Well, first...
Oh, quit pushing!
Explain yourselves.
Sorry for the interruption, ma'am. He said he just had to see that guy up close, no matter what.
Hey, you said you wanted to see him too!
Well, can you blame me? I mean, he beat the captain.
I'm pretty sure your break ended a long time ago, cadets. What are you doing lollygagging around here?
Sorry, Mom.
Don't be so hard on them. Everyone's let curiosity get the best of them from time to time.
You're too soft, you know that?
Yep.
Your name's Rowan, right? You must be crazy strong. I've never even gotten a single hit on the captain.
I bet her card is I'm immune to attack,
Would
isn't
you
it?
teach us how to fight with a spear? Please!
Well...
What do you say, Rowan?
I guess I'll ask you about Valdain later.
Thanks. I really appreciate this. Listen up, you two. You'd better straighten up and take this seriously.
Yes, ma'am. We will.
Spineless whelps. Good luck with this lot, Rowan.
Luck's got nothing to do with it.
I probably should have used my other deck with the lightning
Let's
guy
start
in
out
it,
by
'cause
practicing
just
how to hold
doing
the
4
spear.
damage to all her creatures would have been probably the death sentence to her.
Come
Thanks
back
for
and
the
teach us
lesson,
again
Rowan.
sometime.
Sure, but keep working on your form.
Because board wipes seem like a good idea.
That was impressive. I learned quite a bit myself.
Just drawing on old experience.
I bet you led a tight ship in your old unit. I wish the rest of your troops could be here to join Managarmr too.
Oh yeah, Kyle.
No, you've got it all wrong. I did something unforgivable to one of my own men. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Whatever it is, it's okay, Rowan. You're right at home here in Managarmr. We all have skeletons in our closets.
I murdered one of my lieutenants? I forget what Kyle's rank was.
Vile Mother knows I do. It's like I'm still picking bones out of my skirts.
You're not wearing a skirt. Or does that technically count as a skirt?
My sister. She was a gentle, honest child, and my biggest fan.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
I appreciate that. In any case, I do think you're cut out for this place, Rowan. Everyone here, the Lord Commander and myself included, we've all got a past to contend with.
Sounds about right.
Look, if you're going to go digging around in Lord Valdain's past, you'd better know what you're getting into. Otherwise, you'll live to regret it. He's cursed, you see.
So am I.
He's in good company.
He is. Is he? Well, this conversation went on longer than I intended. But since I have you here, can I ask you for one last favor? It's been a while since I've talked to anyone about my sister. Makes me want to take flowers to her grave. Care to join?
Of course. It would be my honor.
Rowan the Sentimentalist. You've never been my least favorite, but you've never been my favorite, but you've never been my least favorite. I always have a lot of respect for him. He's a bit of a sad sack, but I can at least understand where he's coming from. I can have empathy for the man.
Further now. Sorry for dragging
Or
you
sympathy,
along.
rather.
I don't mind. This is a beautiful place.
isn't it? My sister loved flowers, so I decided to lay her to rest where she could be near them.
You have my condolences. It's never easy losing someone dear to you.
It hurts so badly. It still does. I'll never forgive myself for being unable to protect her.
I'm gonna guess she got possessed by the Blight in some way and you had to put her down.
The guilt eats away at me to this day.
I have a family of my own. I've been on the road a long time in order to save them.
At least they're alive. That means there's plenty of hope left. I have faith that you'll be able to protect your family.
Thank you. You're very kind.
No one's told me that before. Not since I joined Managarmr, at least.
Did you enlist because of your sister?
Yes. After she was killed by a blighted spirit. The enemy of your enemy is your friend, and all that. She went out to pick flowers for me when she was attacked. By the time I found her, it was too late. The ground was already covered with her blood.
Yipes.
That horrific scene still haunts my dreams. I joined Managarmr because I wanted to break free of those nightmares.
Well, boy, was I far off the mark with my guess.
All right, we're here.
Would you mind if I said a blessing on your sister's behalf?
Not at all. Please, go ahead.
May you find peace in the life hereafter.
Child of the land and sky, drift now in eternal slumber. You're a very kind person, Rowan. I appreciate your willingness to pay respects to a complete stranger.
Honestly, I don't understand why people don't have respect for the dead. Just because you didn't know someone doesn't mean you can't show them some respect.
She's not a stranger at all. She's your sister.
Say, Rowan.
Yeah?
I'm only telling you this because I feel like I can trust you. So, about Lord Valdain. He's been acting strange recently. He'll sit by the lake, unmoving until the sun goes down, and yet he'll jump at the chance to pick a fight with Skull.
Something's eating away at him, and I don't really know what yet, because nobody wants to tell us the inner working politics in the relationships.
We're all starting to get worried, but we can't exactly confront the Lord Commander directly.
He's lucky to have such loyal subordinates.
Subordinates, you say? That implies he has a sense of affiliation. You have to be around your inferiors to have inferiors.
Ah, he doesn't really consider us below him. He just is his own thing that we're following him.
You might be able to free him from his solitude. It would mean a lot to all of us if you would try to speak with him.
Well, I do want to know more about him. That's why I came to you in the first place.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope you'll be able to help him. Recently, I don't know, it feels like he's on the verge of breaking down.
I'll do what I can.
It might help to start by speaking with Meowskers.
Well, there go the dogs.
They've been together for a long time. Knowing the Major's schedule, he's likely to be scouting a few tree lengths away from here.
Thanks. I'll go chat with him now. Would you like to come along?
Okay.
No, I'll stay here for a while longer.
All right. In that case, I'll see you around later. Give your sister my regards.
You're a good man, Rowan. But there's a lot more to the Forest Shadow than he lets on. You've got your work cut out for you.
Well, she's a character I ended up really surprised by. I thought she would be like the stoic, I'm a big tough guy that I can't really be bothered to feel. But no, she ended up being deep, well written, and honestly quite emotional.
The wind sure is strong today. Perhaps it's my sister. giving us a little push in the right direction.
The Major's in sight. Chop down trees.
That sound.
Oh, this is where fucking Arisa tries to hug him again.
It's coming from over there.
Nope. It's just another bear.
Get away from me! You don't want to eat me. I taste
Oh, boy.
absolutely awful. My meat's too rough, tough it is.
Meowskers, rough tough Major. That's what his card is.
Please, you gotta believe me.
Meowskers, look out!
Wow! Where'd you come from, Greenpaw?
They're calling me Sarge now.
Did it get you?
Don't worry about me. I'm a major in Managarma, remember? I'm not the least bit scared of this.
Okay, I'm a little bit scared. That last bear fucked us up.
Ow! Reinforcements incoming!
Doesn't matter how many there are. They're all going down.
I think this is where Rowan's curse might actually activate. Spooky temple. Alrighty.
You're going down.
Please don't be an aggro deck. Oh, we have our 4-turn curve. What? Give it rush.
I'll face you head on.
Okay, so this is a Haven healing deck. We need Valdain.
It tastes better than it looks.
I don't like the look of that board state. Taking so much damage already.
Ah, it was nearly done.
What? Another now neutral focus. We give it rush. Game +4/+4. During your turn, whenever an allowed before it revolves, reduce damage. Okay. So we going to do this.
The resplendent phoenix graces you with her presence.
Be gone.
Let the land be graced by beauty. I'm so beautiful.
Okay, so we want to do this. Play one of these. Dig a little deeper. And we just want to outdraw. What? That's not good. Okay. That's good. Let's plan on healing a little bit and trading here, because that's a big boy. You're not gonna get an opportunity to be used. Okay. We need to draw Valdain. Finally, the invincibility nonsense is gonna go away. Sick and tired of all of it. Okay. Whew.
It tastes better than it looks.
That was a mistake. And we automatically lose now because if we draw Valdain on the next draw, that's just GG.
Ah, it was nearly done.
Okay, we didn't draw Valdain. That's nice.
Is that a human?
Let's just draw Valdain. Let's just draw Valdain. Let's just draw Valdain. We're getting pretty deep into the deck. We're gonna get to the point where it's gonna be only the whales left in the deck. I have tutor spells in the deck. Where are they? We've gone through a quarter of our, like 2/4 of our deck.
Let the clouds roll in.
Yeah! Is that a human?
Okay. My opponent has to be running out of steam by now. Pretty soon we're just gonna win by whales if this takes too long. Alright, you wonder how many trees I've destroyed at this point. I have not been keeping track.
Yeah! Is that a human?
Finally.
How long before the curse withers you? Does it gnaw at your flesh?
Alright, let's see how many trees we've destroyed. 10. Thud. I think we have this in the bag. Or to the Vijano Marsh.
Let the clouds roll in.
Well, let's kill him with Valdain.
Having fun yet? There's no turning back now.
Oops. Let's kill another tree.
Do not seek what is not there.
Not too bad.
That felt like a very long match. It got to turn 10.
How do you like this?
That was marvelous. I can't believe you managed to handle 2 of those Might Blight nasties at once. I have to say, I'm a little jealous.
Yep.
Strength itself isn't what's important. All that matters is what you're able to achieve. Sounds odd coming out of my mouth, though.
I didn't realize that that was something that Arias said, because I didn't think about it.
What is it?
Well, it's just Lord Valdain once said the exact same thing to me. A long time ago, back when he saved me.
Really now?
Would you mind telling me more about that?
It's not a very interesting story, but sure. You see, I've always been a meek cheek ever since I was born. And what's worse, danger's always stuck to me like scales on a fish. One time, I was face to chompers with a beastie, and I saw my 9 lives flash before my very eyes. But suddenly, Lord Valdain appeared and saved me, telling me about the nature of strength. Just like you did.
He's an enigma, that one. Impossible to tell if he's kind or cruel. I'm starting to think no one really knows who he is.
I bet Balion knows.
Well, Lord Valdain was the first person to ever show me kindness, so I chose to follow him. That's all there is to it.
But he's in trouble now, right? That's what Gina said, at least.
I had forgotten how her name was pronounced.
If you know something, please tell me. I might be able to help.
I think Lord Valdain is out for revenge.
Revenge for what? We still don't know.
Revenge? Against Viridia Magna, you mean?
No. Against Balion. Against Skoll. You see, Lord Valdain is royalty. He's Balion's younger brother. Well, half-brother. They were born to different mothers.
Erica didn't get this story, I don't believe.
I had no idea.
But Lord Valdain's mother was killed, and he was run out of his own home. He had no choice but to brave the forests by himself.
That's not what we heard from Balion.
Lord Valdain never recovered from the experience. He's still hop furious, even.
I feel like that there might be Keeper at play here.
Revenge against his persecutors, is it? And he thinks Balion and Skoll are to blame?
Exactly. The truth is, it's possible the Lord Commander couldn't give cat or nip about Viridia Magna. Or even Natera itself, for that matter. I'm willing to bet he gained that cursed power of his by drinking some sort of secret concoction. All for the sole purpose of defeating Skull. That's how deep his hate for his brother goes.
Although from what Balion said, his mother gave him that secret concoction.
Persecuted as a bastard child, bereaved of a mother and forced into isolation. Cursed with power and seeking revenge. Is this who you are, Valdain?
He always did have a gift for locating beautiful places. It was as if they called to him, begging him to venture into the wilds. Not wanting to be outdone, I set off to discover its bounty on my own. I returned, however, with only serious injuries to show for my efforts. You couldn't possibly understand how unbearable it was to watch my perfect brother bask in the blessings of the forest.
I feel something odd.
He's been acting strange recently. He'll sit by the...
It all makes sense now. I need to get to Valdain before he does something drastic.
We're still missing some pieces to this story, even after getting this side of it.
Thanks for your help. I'm glad I decided to speak to you.
All right. Where are you going, Greenpaw?
I'm going to have a little chat with Valdain. Keep an eye out for beasts and spirits now.
What a strange fellow. Nothing like Lord Valdain. And yet, it's as if they could be from the same litter. So how is it, Rowan? Will you be the one to rescue the Lord Commander from his solitude? I guess we don't have much else to hope for.
Now this is probably where Arisa comes to meet up with him, right? Because we have to be getting pretty close to when those events take place. Shadow's Desire. Tree. 110 gold. This is gonna be the one that's gonna be difficult, probably.
I thought you might be here.
And why might you have thought that? Wait, allow me to venture a guess.
No need for that. How about I just tell you instead?
Huh.
Valdain, are you doing all this for the sake of revenge?
Did your thirst for knowledge bring you here? I'm glad to see you haven't grown complacent.
Answer me, Valdain.
And what will you do when you learn the truth?
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, it does.
But if it's vengeance you seek, you can be sure that I'll stop you. You have valuable allies here in Managarmr. It isn't fair to use them as tools for your revenge.
Ah, how kind and simple-minded you are. However, nothing can stop the lust for revenge that burns within my soul. They made a fool of me, called me a bastard and despised me, brought death to my mother and destroyed my life. And who is to blame? Valdain. He cast me into the shadows, and I will have his head.
Why does he want
no
peace
truer
then?
desire than to see him pay for my suffering.
Why does he want to make peace with you? Despite everything, if he truly wants you to suffer.
So much malice directed toward one man. Do you really blame him and him alone?
Actually, no. Motives are like shadows. In the light they are visible, refined even. But at night they twist into nebulous things, until one can't differentiate them from the darkness itself. So allow me to enlighten you, Rowan. Valdain and I are not brothers, not to any degree. I am the spawn of a wicked dragon, the forest terror, not the illegitimate brat of a fool king. What? The terror abducted my mother, and so I was the result. This form is proof that the blood of that cursed dragon flows within my veins.
Interesting.
But the king, cursed as I was, took pity on dearest mother and me. He welcomed us into his family with open arms, willingly bringing disgrace upon himself in order to protect us.
Interesting, so they're not related at all.
An unbelievably kind and selfless gesture, don't you think? Oh, and just so we're clear, I'm not being sarcastic. That man is my savior.
So Balion's story is probably just what Balion knows to be true, but might not actually be the truth. But I don't really see where this comes in.
Then why did you throw your family aside to live in solitude? Why do you choose to take up arms against them?
Don't you think it's pathetic that they never told me the truth? All that time, I actually thought the blood of a king flowed through me.
What?
It makes me disgusted just thinking about it, Rowan. I can't take it anymore.
To be fair, you don't look anything alike. And I don't think the different mothers is going to cause that much of a difference. Okay.
I won't give up on you.
You will wither and rot at my hands.
Whoo! Double Oracle. We're about to get anime up in here. I think we'll save the Scalebound Plight. In case we get a
Shadows
duplicate
are
card.
known to draw unnoticed.
Alrighty.
Hear the dragons roar!
Let's put one of those down. Yipes. Fingers crossed the Valdain. Oh well. More ramp. Turn 4, 7.
Hear the dragons roar!
7 mana on turn 4.
Who's a good whittle-wuppy worm?
Oh, we ramping, boys.
A curse incarnate.
Fear the dragons!
As his board state is reflective.
Ah, it was nearly done.
That's a scary board.
How long before the curse withers you?
Okay.
Witness my cursed power. Having fun yet?
I don't think we need this. Okay, we're about to take a ton of damage.
There's no turning back now.
I wish I could have traded with something.
We have a little fun.
Fear the dragons'
Happy
power!
hatching day.
Okay.
Oh. Does it gnaw at your flesh?
It won't be long now.
What is the thing that needs to go the most? For another follower. Whoa! Yikes. I think we're dead though.
Peace lies on the horizon.
Yeah, we're dead. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep.
Wither and perish.
Sucks.
Happy hatching day.
2. much. Damn it. We had the perfect start. Unfortunately, he just went so wide so quickly. That was nothing we could deal with. Man. Despite having a clear-cut win con,
I won't give up on
is
you.
so hard to get it going.
Wither and rot at my hands. Shadows are known to draw unnoticed.
Okay. We have ramp. We have Valdain. That thing has to die. I think putting the dragon spawnlings out might be the best plan. Gonna take so much damage.
Hear the dragon's roar!
Okay.
Do not seek what is not there.
This thing. Oh, there's two of them now? Oh, come on!
Awaken, for the end is near. You've been chosen.
That's so annoying.
A fitting end.
I am a curse. A curse in
Is that lethal? That's lethal on turn 5! What the fuck? Okay. Fuck you, we're going for the meta now. I didn't want to have to pull this shit. I just wanted to chop trees. And draw cards.
I won't give up on you.
But if you're gonna be an asshole, I'm gonna be an asshole.
My hands.
We're playing hardcore removal now. Get ready to be board wiped to oblivion.
Shadows are known to draw unnoticed.
Lightning's gonna strike you dead.
Lightning strikes you dead.
Oh, you gonna get it now. I only got 10 cards left in my deck, and every one of them is gonna help me deal with you.
Perhaps I'll play with you for a while.
I am a curse incarnate.
See if you can amuse me.
I will strike twice.
Combo time. This is where you lose.
I'm still no match for Mr. Dragon. I'm still no match for Mr. Dragon.
What do you say we have a little fun?
I won't let you harm Mr. Dragon.
Rescuing people's a hobby of mine.
Dragon Strike Blade!
Wither and perish!
I won't let you harm Mr. Dragon.
Alrighty. Half my deck is a 1-mana whale.
I shall give birth.
Let's see if I can draw more whales.
Still room for improvement.
We cannot. But we have our Evo points still.
Be gone!
Can you stop the eternity of whale?
Reveal your thoughts to the dragon.
If there's anything I've learned from playing Gacha, it's that whales are what win games.
That's it for now.
Let's just grab all the whales.
Thus the world begins.
Thus the world begins. How do you like that?
Valdain, stop this insanity.
It's not as fun when you can't play, can it?
Can you feel it, Rowan? My curse, the corrosive darkness. I should not be allowed to exist. My mother's death, the late king's grief, I am to blame for both. And so long as there is still breath in my body, the current king, and the entire kingdom with him, could be tainted as well.
Valdain, I never knew.
I will fulfill the ultimate desire of a shadow, to be consumed by the light in order to make room for the dawn. And then, all will know the true significance of he who will illuminate this wretched forest.
So he wants to die.
My, you are a stubborn fellow. Tell me, why do you still refuse to bare your fangs?
So you're basically Kaido.
Because I have no reason to fight you.
Sympathy, is it? It's been a while since I've received much of that. Regardless, you are the only person who knows the truth about me.
So you're just waging a war so that Balion can kill you.
But none will know the truth after today. Raise your weapon, Rowan.
I'm not taking pity on you. I just...
Save the rest for when you meet your
Okay.
maker.
Huh? Gina!
Explain yourself, Captain.
I can't let you do this, Lord Commander. If you kill Rowan, there'll be no turning back. Please stop this. You need him.
You speak as if I could turn back. I will cut you down to size until you are nothing but fertilizer for the grass beneath our feet. Now, prepare yourselves.
That's not good. Cursed Fates. I think she's about to die.
Now, prepare yourselves.
Stop this, Valdain!
Die, damn you!
Do you always fight your allies?
Allies? What sentimentality do you expect from me? There's no room for such foolishness on the battlefield.
Your captain would disagree. She's here for you, and I am too!
Ha! Finally, you've decided to reveal your power. Took you long enough.
I feel sorry for you, Valdain.
Why do you choose to stand in my way? This isn't even your world. None of this has anything to do with you.
Cursed. Those who are cursed walk similar paths.
When I see a disaster approaching, I won't simply stand aside and do nothing.
You really believe you can save Natera from disaster?
This world isn't the only thing facing ruin,
I wonder
Valdain.
where this
You are
chronologically
too.
lines up with what Erica and Arisa are doing. And I still want to know what Eris is doing.
You don't understand anything.
I do, though. I understand the pain of losing control to the curse. And watching someone you care about die at your own hand.
Oh, Rowan.
I ran from the truth, even going so far as to cut ties with my family, even though I couldn't bear to be apart from them. I am far weaker than you and far more cursed by my past. It took me a while, but I made up my mind to use this power and face my sins head on.
What a pathetic form you've taken, Rowan.
Well, from where I'm standing, yours isn't all that impressive either.
I won't deny that.
We can stop this conflict now, Valdain. But if you still insist on fighting...
I won't allow myself to be stopped. Not by you or anyone else!
Ah!
Ah!
Ugh. Dragonborn.
Valdain! Please, stop this!
This is the new Skyrim expansion, right?
Curse you, Rowan!
Oh no.
So, the time has finally come.
Viridia Magna awakens.
We'll have to finish our duel later. Destiny calls.
Valdain, wait.
The wheel of fate has already begun to turn, Rowan. Nothing can stop it, now that the vile mother has begun to reawaken. According to legend, the world will end upon her fourth roar. Impossible to know if this is more than mere fable, but everyone seems to believe it. Regardless, we can't stop what's already begun.
Question though, is that the second roar or the fourth? We don't know. So I think it's the only the second one chronologically that we've heard though.
But don't worry, there exists a light that will illuminate all of Natera.
That light can illuminate you as well.
A shadow's role is to be consumed by the light. Farewell, Rowan. I must admit, I rather enjoyed our time together.
Valdain, is this what you really want? To vanish from this world and leave nothing of yourself behind?
Yep, that's pretty much. He's like Kaido from One Piece. He just wants a glorious death. Although yours seems to be more of a symbolic thing. Eh. Uh-oh. Network. What happened to the network connection? The Shadow's Lament. My internet connection seems fine.
His Majesty is the greatest and most virtuous man in all the forest. That's what my mother told me. But I knew that had to be a lie. After all, I existed. Born as a result of the king's infidelity, I was no more than a corrupt and tainted existence. Did that mean that the king was unworthy of the crown? No, for he had another son. A legitimate son. He was Valdain, heir to the throne, a prince, pure and without sin. The fact that the king had raised such progeny was evidence of his own virtue. I tainted the king's reputation, while Valdain elevated it. We were in opposition, light and shadow. I despised him like night despises morning for encroaching on its territory. And he felt much the same, I imagine. It was impossible for us to reach an understanding. Ah! The chill of the rock at my back sent a shiver down my spine. I was dripping with sweat, my hands trembling uncontrollably as the beast's fangs approached my face. The roar of the nearby waterfall faded to a mere whisper.
I keep getting distracted, and I'm actually reading it sometimes over in my OBS instead of on the game.
I had overestimated my ability, believing I could easily handle a single mark. But in the end, the beast became the hunter, and I was the prey. It glared down at me, and as I stared at my own reflection in the depths of its hollow eyes, I prepared myself for certain death.
Is this the dream you've been having?
Valdain, hold on!
Varian leapt into the fray without a moment of hesitation, ignoring my cries of protest. It was as though he knew no fear. I watched as he swung his sword and battled the beast. "Don't hurt my little brother," he bellowed. When I came to, the beast was gone, and Varian was looking even rougher than I was. I laughed when I saw him. He laughed too, and suddenly it felt like an unspoken connection had formed between us. Varian and I were complete opposites in every way, but that's what I grew to appreciate. He was the light that illuminated the forest, and eventually, through our brotherhood, I even came to appreciate myself. I shared some of the same blood as Varian, and that gave me hope. Despite my adulterous origin, that connection was my very salvation.
And then you found out that it was false.
Then one day, I went out hunting, hoping to surprise Varian with a slew of new trophies. From sunrise to sundown, I stalked the forest trails, and I bagged more prey than I ever had before. Pride filled my chest, and I could not wait to show His Majesty the spoils of my hunt. I ran home, stopping only when I arrived at the doorway of the king's chambers. Curiously, I heard my mother's voice, and upon peeking inside, I saw her bowing deeply before the king. She was apologizing profusely for her presence and the mark it had placed on his reputation. Then she lowered her forehead to the ground, as if shame was weighing her down further. Through her tears, she switched from apology to appreciation, thanking him for accepting her bastard child into his family. What? I dropped my trophies in shock and burst into the room, demanding to know the truth. My mother and the king were dumbfounded by the entrance, but they acquiesced to my demands. My mother explained, through a shaking voice, that she had been abducted by a cursed dragon, and that I was born as a result. The king had pitied us and took us in, claiming that my mother was a mistress, and I, his illegitimate child. I wasn't proof of his infidelity. Not even close. But I was a corrupt and tainted existence once more. My mother and father tried to console me, I think. Something about friendship and kindness. Or was it family? Their efforts felt empty, as hollow as the lies they'd fabricated.
I believe family is more than blood ties.
What a pair of fools, so blind to the true problem. I was of no consequence. There was no point in comforting me. All that truly mattered was Varian. If a corrupted freak were to stand by his side, call him brother no less, it would mar his perfection, defile his claim to a throne built on virtue.
I disagree.
Had they not realized how utterly imbecilic and cruel an outcome that would be? Varian's light was everything.
This is why you are...
Infuriated by their ignorance, I leapt at my mother in a blind rage. "Why?" she whispered, breathing her last breath. "What have you done?" the king shouted, reaching for his sword. And I simply wept. Why was I born? Why was I allowed to live? At that moment, something within me began to stir. It bubbled and festered until I could contain it no longer. It was the power of the dragon. And as that cursed power grew, I felt control slipping further and further away.
This is weird. We have the whole story now. It doesn't make me feel any better.
As the king turned to make,
because we still know nothing about the actual overarching plot.
Eyes full of fear.
Tell me about Varian Magna.
Single word. Monster. My mother's death was on his hands. He should have told me the truth. He should have been rid of me when he had the chance. I could go on no longer, not without a reason for being born into the world. And so, I decided to give myself a purpose in life.
Why must you leave, brother? Where will you go?
Balian, your kingdom provides for many, but I no longer have a place here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're a family. You belong with us.
You don't understand, brother. Maybe it's better that you don't.
He killed his mom
Don't go,
in a
Valdain.
blind rage.
Unhand me!
It's kind of hard to have sympathy for him because he's just crazy.
What was that power just now?
Balian, you knew nothing, and that was for the best.
Yep.
A parting gift from my mother. Her potion gave me the power to steal the life force of others.
No, Valdain! This is wrong!
Farewell, my brother.
And
future
the
Forest
confusion and
I will be
misinformation
amongst
spreads.
the trees, forever lurking in the shadows. He didn't pursue me. Some called him a coward. Others even doubted his ability to be king. And I continued to wait for the time when I would fulfill the purpose of my existence. Meanwhile, Varian Magna began to spread her blight throughout the world, and the Terra began hurtling towards destruction. Finally, it was time to put my plan into motion.
Look, my lord. The blight is spreading again.
Indeed it is. It seems my wait is finally over.
What do you mean?
Listen, Meowskers, and listen well. From this moment henceforth, we will be known as Managama. We will revolt against the forest and fasten our fangs around the throat of the vile mother. The time has come to rebel against the king of cowards. And with that,
He doesn't give a shit about the
wheel of
world.
fate was set in motion.
All he cares is his weird, twisted sense of fate
There is no true meaning behind my
and his
existence.
obsessive
But since I
quest
was
to
born
die at
into this
Balian's
world,
hand.
There is a role I have vowed to fulfill. I have taken the form of a shadow, and as such, it is my purpose to disappear within the light. Through defeating the wretched enemy of the forest, the heir to the throne will regain his right to be king.
And then the world ends.
Balian, you will end my life with your blade. You will achieve that which your father could not. And then, all will bow before the new Forest King.
Huh. To save the lost. Ugh.
I'm so sorry, Rowan. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have said what I did.
Nah, this needed to happen.
Don't blame yourself. On the contrary, I should be thanking you for helping me out back there.
I still feel responsible.
Are you going to go after him?
Yes. I have a feeling the battle's already begun. We need to settle this conflict before Naterra is destroyed.
Yep.
I know our ideas of settle might be different, but I'm still going. A captain's duty and all that.
Right.
But you know, I don't think we've lost the Lord Commander yet. Will you try to get through to him one last time?
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, what are you doing hanging around here?
You again.
Varian Magna has reawakened. We have to defeat Skull and take her out before she turns this world into her personal scratching post. Hurry and gather the troops. It's only a matter of time before...
Yep, they're here.
Managama scum! There you are!
Skull soldiers.
Wow! See? I tried to warn you.
Sorry, but this is as far as you go!
We can't afford to surrender here.
Yep. And I think this will be the end Because it seems we only get like 1 or 2 fights after the weird war thingy breaks out.
Back down before you get hurt.
I'll stop you here and now!
Nice. Eh. It's time to chop down trees.
Filthy Managama fool!
We're chopping down trees.
Money makes the world go round.
Tycoon? So, cursed. Do we curse Fervor?
Victory is in my sight.
Probably want the board presence. Okay.
Money makes the world go round.
We get Valdain next turn.
How long before the curse withers you?
I kind of regret not keeping the world.
Witness my cursed power. Having fun yet?
You lousy cheat.
Okay.
Focus. Victory is in my sight.
I act at my heart's command.
Take this.
Minotaur. I haven't seen that card in a while.
Show some respect, peasant.
There's no turning back now.
I shall give birth to a new world.
You lousy cheat.
Okay, now we can stabilize and just start comboing. Iron Fist Beast Warrior.
I'm a trader, not a fighter.
I'll stop you! The world cycles on.
That's bad.
Witness the fury of my curse. Witness the fury of my curse.
There we go. That'll stabilize them.
I'm a trader, not a fighter.
Okay, let's start making some shields.
Does it gnaw at your flesh?
Do not seek what is not there.
It won't be long now.
Awaken, for the end is near.
Alrighty. Ow.
Conflict is everything.
It was a fair trade.
A fitting end.
Come on, baby. We didn't get any of the Phoenix Roosts. We have a very small clock.
I drive the hardest bargain.
Arms dealer.
Weapon at the ready, youngling. My conviction does not waver.
At your service.
Some whales in the deck. die.
Conflict is everything.
We live. Wait, what?
I have to see Valdain.
Oh, it did twice.
Too late.
What? Why did that do 4 damage? I should have lived. The math didn't add up.
Back down before you get hurt. I'll
That
stop
was
you here
super
and now.
annoying.
Filthy Managama fool.
This is so dumb. Well, double Dragon Oracle. Maybe we'll outpace them with ramp. Though I doubt it.
I drive the hardest bargain.
We continue to ramp. We'll whale next turn. Just so that we have the whales in the deck.
Be gone.
Can't believe we're down to 14 life already on turn 4. We have a 7/7 blocker though. We should be able to stall.
Victory is in my sight.
Of course it has Bane. We're gonna take another 6 damage now.
Take this. I'm the real deal, and I'll prove it.
We're dead. We're already dead.
The resplendent phoenix graces you with her presence.
It won't be long now.
Let the land be graced by beauty. I'm so beautiful.
It's gonna hit me for 8 damage. Or it's gonna buff it and give him doubles. Nope.
I'll stop you.
And we're dead.
Come, let's dance.
I have to see Valdain.
It's so dumb.
Too late.
I have to just play with assuming he has that in his hand at all times.
Back down before you get hurt.
I'll stop you here and now. Filthy Managama fool.
Ugh. We had ramped so quickly, and it
Money
didn't
makes
matter
the
because
world
they
go
could just do
round.
10 damage in a turn. We have our combo, we just need to start getting trees.
I drive the hardest bargain.
Let's get those out early.
At the ready, youngling.
We're not gonna live long enough to cast the world.
How long before the curse withers you?
They're gonna give something.
Be gone.
I'm gonna get hit with 8 10 damage next turn because he has that 4 mana give something attack twice.
Others will follow.
Show a little restraint.
That's so dumb. Oh, he didn't have it. Nice. We live to see another turn.
Take this!
Come, let's dance.
There's no turning back now.
We're still dead. Because he just aggroed too fast.
Bear the curse.
It was a fair trade.
It won't be long now.
Ah, that was just what I needed.
I'm gonna take...
I shall give birth to a new world.
We're not comboing because we have to
That
fucking
was just what
be
I
on the
needed.
defensive the whole time. I had to spend all my effort to stay alive. I don't even actually get my... I have my win condition in my hand, but I haven't had a chance to play
I
it.
drive the hardest bargain.
We're dead.
I'll stop you!
This is so dumb.
Does it gnaw at your flesh?
Thus the world begins.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Money makes the world go round.
The world cycles on.
Victory shall be mine.
Time to say goodbye.
Does he have the thing can attack twice? If he does, we lose.
My conviction does not waver.
Money makes the world go round.
Okay, we live to see another turn. I don't think we can last any longer.
Focus. Victory is in my sight. You lousy cheat.
Weapon at the ready, youngling.
And we lose.
I have to see Valdain before it's too late.
So much aggro. It's just not fightable. We have to board wipe and board wipe and board wipe. And remove and remove and remove. It's so fucking irritating. The Valdain deck, I'm told, is good, but it's just too slow.
Back down before you get hurt.
Unless you have that
I'll stop
10
you
mana
here and
legendary card that just exiles the board. Spent more time fighting this guy than I think we've spent through the whole story mode at this point.
Filthy Managama fool!
Let's see how he likes having his board exiled.
Money makes the world go round.
Lightning strikes you dead.
Alrighty.
You lousy cheat!
Did that wrong.
Conflict is everything.
Oh, he's not going to attack face.
Be gone.
My conviction does not waver.
Well,
I act at my heart's command.
despite the fact that we didn't get enough ramp, we probably will win this time just because he won't be able to aggro fast enough now.
Ah, that was just what I needed.
Okay, what's your plan?
Take this.
Let's resupply my deck. Put a fanfare in my hand. And we are now ready to continue.
Weapon at the ready, youngling. Others will follow.
At your service. I'll stop you!
Keep comboing.
I'll save you all!
Let's just draw to the end.
Ah!
Okay. He's gonna ward up.
I'm a trader, not a fighter.
Now we win. Finally.
Hey!
Whale.
Power. No hard feelings, I hope.
He's too strong!
Top shop work, Greenpaw! You really put him through the ringer!
Green.
With you on our side, defeating Skull will be kitten's play.
Not if they keep ramping the difficulty up.
Do you want to fight them?
Huh? Of course I do. I'm Lord Valdain's right paw man, his bosom buddy. I'd give anything to help him. After we defeat both Skull and Viridia Magna, Lord Valdain will become the Forest King in Balion's place. Then those fur-brained fools in the village will finally understand. They'll see just how amazing my lord really is.
That's not what Valdain's gonna want, though.
After all, he gave all of Managarmer a purpose and a place to call home. So now it's time for all of us to return the favor. Pep in your step, Greenpaw. Follow me!
Oh boy.
I'm right behind you. Valdain, if you choose death, what will happen to the rest of Managarmer? They've placed their faith in you.
He only thinks of
Without you,
himself and his
they'll
stupid
just
quest.
be a rebel group driven by bitterness and despair. And if that happens, Natera will never know peace. But even if that wasn't the case, I would still go after you. I can't leave you to suffer on your own, Valdain. I won't let you die. That's a promise.
Well, if we had cleared that in 2 hours, I probably would have moved on to Eris. However, I'm annoyed, so we're not going to do that. Ugh. Let's open some packs. Nice. Gold cards. Sweet. Vials. More vials. And more vials. Actually, that's not even going to give vials. Bronze cards aren't really worth much crap. Let's see how much everything we just opened was worth in the retrospect long run. About 800 or so. Not bad. I want to soup up a deck real quick. Because we now have a few more Machinas that we can throw in here. Because that's a good one that can be used for removal reasons. And I don't think these repair modes are all that useful. 222, 212, 213. I think that Robo Goblin could go. Alrighty. Well, until next time. Hopefully, Eris' story is not going to prove to be as arbitrarily difficult, because we play a lot of Havencraft and we have quite a few options to work with. We have a Ward deck, we have a Holy Sanctuary deck, and then we have my tried and true Machina deck. I might even make a tree deck, who knows. We could do Natura Havencraft. It might even be good. Who knows? What did we get in here? Reach 55. Disaster Dragon. Okay. Ta-ta for now.